Hello world, Double Thumbs here. I've compared the original DJI Osmo Pocket to the new DJI Pocket 2 in terms of color, stabilization, field of view, and audio over the last couple months. And it's finally time to do an overall comparison of these two gimbal cameras. And the DJI Osmo Pocket has been my most used camera over the last couple years, but I'm getting used to using the Pocket 2 more in the last couple months or so. And currently, the DJI Osmo Pocket is on promotion for $199, which is $150 cheaper than the Pocket 2 at $349. So is the Pocket 2 worth the extra investment? Let's go find out. And the first topic is the image quality and the colors. And the image quality is very similar. The Pocket 2's bigger 1/1.7 inch sensor with its 1.8 lens compared to the Osmo Pocket's 1/2.3 inch sensor with its f2 lens performs a bit better in low light, but overall the image quality is very similar between the two cameras. Colors in decent alike, as you can tell. Pocket 2 is flatter, whereas the Osmo Pocket is a bit more saturated and colorful. Personally, I'm used to the saturated colors of the Osmo Pocket, but I am starting to get used to the Pocket 2's flatter colors that you can always color grade. Other than colors, I would say the easiest way to tell the two apart would be the field of view. The Osmo Pocket has a 26mm field of view, which is a bit narrow for a wide angle field of view, whereas the Pocket 2 has a 20mm field of view, and the difference really shows. Although I personally think the 26mm is acceptable for vlogging, and I do like using this 26mm field of view, some people might find it too tight in a vlog setting. The Pocket 2 can also become even wider with its wide angle attachment, which extends the field of view to about 15mm, which is ultra wide. And moving on to the second topic, which is the stabilization. And both cameras, as you can see, use a mechanical stabilization aided by a gimbal. So both work well in any lighting situation, and the difference between the two is pretty minimal. But from what I've experienced so far, I find the Pocket 2's image to be a bit more stable. And this may be because of its wider field of view, but in this running test, I find the Pocket 2 to be a bit more stable than the Osmo Pocket. In regular situations, I would say they're nearly identical. A gimbal is a gimbal, and both are very stable without any compromises like image crop or warping like you experience with electronic or digital stabilization used in action cameras and post-editing. And moving on to the third topic, which is the audio quality. And in terms of internal microphones, the DJI Pocket 2 is a clear winner because it has microphones all around its sides, whereas the original Osmo Pocket only has microphones at the front and at the bottom. And it definitely sounds more internal mic-y here compared to the Pocket 2, which has a more of a higher quality sound. So let's go have a listen. The DJI Osmo Pocket has two onboard mics, one in the front of the camera and one on the bottom of the camera. So how does this sound? Is it acceptable? And I personally think it's definitely usable. It can be improved, but I think it's definitely usable. And the Pocket 2 has 4 microphones, left, right, front, and the back. So double the microphone, so it should have a better microphone quality. Does it have a better audio quality? How does this sound? And I personally don't mind the microphone quality coming out of the Osmo Pocket, as I've been using it for 2 years. But even a non-professional like myself can tell the difference, and the Pocket 2's internal microphone is much better. But the DJI Osmo Pocket could also attach an external microphone as long as you purchase the $40 mic adapter from DJI. And normally I attach the Rode Wireless Go to this setup, and sometimes the Rode Video Micro, but usually the Wireless Go. So how does this sound? Also, the Pocket 2's Creator Combo contains a wireless mic that connects automatically to the Do-It-All handle. And how does this sound? This is the external audio or external mic that comes in the creator combo, and I'm excited to use this setup more often because that option of having that external audio makes this camera a complete YouTube setup. Yeah, so the audio is much better with an external microphone, but personally speaking, I prefer using the onboard mic just because adding on an external mic is always going to add more size and weight to these little mini gimbal cameras, and I use these in run and gun type situations instead of sit down situations. So small size and portability is important. Which connects us to our last topic, which is portability and durability. And both cameras are nearly identical in size and weight, both weighing about 115 grams. So portability is the same. But I didn't like the Osmo Pocket's case because I usually use multiple accessories on my Osmo Pocket, which made using the case a bit of a challenge. And the Pocket 2's case comes with accessories in mind, and I find that I actually use my case with the Pocket 2, which is a smart move by DJI. And durability wise, I've dropped my Osmo Pocket probably 50 times over the past 2 years, and it's still working fine. And the Pocket 2 has been exposed to some very low temperatures, like -35, and it did freeze up after 5 minutes or so, but that's -35. So in terms of portability and durability, they're the same, but they are much more durable and portable than you would think. And especially in terms of durability, because you would expect these fragile gimbals to be fragile, but they've held up. So in conclusion, which is the better camera? I do think the Pocket 2 is the better camera of the two. The bigger sensor, the brighter lens, and slightly better stabilization with much better audio. And am I gonna say, is it worth upgrading to the Pocket 2 when you have a Osmo Pocket? Only if you plan on selling the Osmo Pocket, or I guess if you don't mind having two similar cameras in your camera bag. And if you're purchasing either of these cameras for the first time right now, the Osmo Pocket is the better value because it's $199 versus $349. But at the regular price of $269 versus $349, then I would definitely say the Pocket 2 is worth the $80 investment. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below, and I hope this video was helpful, and if so, give it a 1 thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel, which is always appreciated. Until next time, bang!